Justice League, Crisis on Infinite Earths. First, let me introduce myself. MC Moeblak, you already know me. Neek, you want? Oh, I already say your name down. Let's
Well,
see.
this your boy Neek Cinco.
My man Cinco in the building. I'm gonna start doing your intro too. Fuck when I say my name. So I'm saying save that. But yo, this week we are doing Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earth, Part 1. And if you're a DC fan, you're a cartoon fan, you know about Justice League. They just dropped new movie 2024, January. Crisis on Infinite Earth. Very, very, very interesting, intriguing, confusing as animation. You know what I'm saying? But it's really good though. It's really good. The story solid. You know what I'm saying? Voice actors did they thing and stuff like that. I'm just beating around it until we, you know what I'm saying, get there and stuff like that.
Oh, he is
But it's
fire away, sir. Do you think
okay, okay. Bet.
you got the link too?
Dude, you sent it? Get it yet, but okay, there we go. Actually, I got it now. All right, bet. I'm gonna send that out. But yeah, Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earth Part 1. Like I said, crazy ass cartoon. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit is real trippy from the jump.
Yeah, if you like fully get what the fuck is going on and everything, like I mean, you must have like the biggest brain ever, honestly. Cause I
I
feel like a
think you
lot
was
of it
probably on shrooms or something when you saw it, and it's connected because that's how trippy this shit is.
yeah, it was kind of a lot going on, for sure, indeed.
Yeah, I mean it's a follow up from the 2023 Justice League movie, which was a follow up from the 2021, like where they ended one series and then they started a whole new universe thing, right?
I don't follow every single one of the DC ones because I think the last one that I seen was the one that they did all the TV shows for that when he goes back I mean messes up shit anyways it's always the Flash who fucks
Yeah,
it up.
no, it's always the Flash who fuck shit up always. But no, that was the one. Yeah, they ended that whole shit with like I think Darkseid came. Fucking he that's the one with Darkseid and Constantine and all of them. You know
Flashpoint,
what I'm
is
saying?
that what it is, the animated one?
That it wasn't called Flashpoint. This was like Darks. This was like what was it?
Probably the
Justice
animated one
League
I
Dark.
seen.
It was Justice League Dark Apocalypse Wars.
I didn't see
That
that one.
was
Yeah, I didn't see
you didn't
that
see
one.
that one. That was the end of the last that was the end of the last universe basically where fucking Apocalypse came. He infiltrated Cyborg. They had a whole plan to go, you know, kill Apocalypse. He heard the plan. He upped the you know what I'm saying? He upped the creatures. He upped the army. He basically bodied the Justice League. You know what I'm saying? He puts kryptonite in Superman's chest. You know what I'm saying? He keeps him alive, but he gives him the kryptonite chest.
Yeah.
He fucking chops up the Justice League. He you know give them robotic parts. He makes Batman his league. It's a crazy thing, but anyway, you
I
already
got
know.
my
But in
Silver
the
Surfer, bitch.
yo, that was funny because that's exactly what he did. Though that's funny you said that shit. It was him and Lex Luthor, but Lex Luthor was on some like you know Lex, so he was on some teetering shit. So you know if it was for him, if it was beneficial, he was with it. If it wasn't, you know what I'm saying. So anyway, long story short, you know it was the Flash though who he kept as a battery. The nigga kept the Flash running as a battery. So once they saved the Flash, the whole shit was about to be done, and boom, what did he does? What does Barry always do?
Fuck shit
He
up.
fucking runs. He
Yeah.
runs, nigga. That's his nigga started to run,
Started running too fast, fucking shit
and
up.
he basically erased the whole. So that's where we get this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of that, they stopped that, and then they started this.
God damn, somebody just shoot Barry in the leg.
Yo, but he gonna heal though. Cause remember the nigga he got super healing too. He gonna heal and then he just gonna run again. But anyway, so now fast forward. I gave y'all the little background. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward and shit like that. Fucking Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earth. It starts off with him just running. because he's literally running from that part of the fucking like
No, that's
that
literally
universe.
what it was. Ah,
Yes,
you
he's
see, so
literally
I'm just sitting
running
here like,
from
look at him.
that.
He's already running into some fucking up the past type shit already.
Nah, he's if you look at it, he's literally because that's how they ended
And he's
the
already
world
in the
flash.
time speed thing that he goes into.
Yeah, so he's literally running from that. So now he's going through like different, different times, different Earths. I don't, you know what? I really don't know how he gets to the different Earths because Barry runs through time. He doesn't run through space, does he? Like, nah. Like I don't know how fast that motherfucker be moving, honestly. So I can't say. You know
He
what I
send
mean?
you speeds and shit like that, man.
I know that nigga run through time like you know what I'm saying, the Speed Force. I don't know if I didn't know he could run through different times
Dimensions
on
and
different Earths.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
I didn't know he
a
could do that shit, but
multiverse.
clearly that nigga ran so fast out of that universe, he gained a new ability and started wilding out and shit like that. Nigga started bugging. Oh
Goddamn,
yeah.
Barry. Goddamn.
Cause he never did that shit on the show that came on Netflix. That nigga never ran through time dimensions and shit like that. He always ran through time and shit. No, I don't know what they did.
Goddamn, Barry, man. What a fuck up.
Yeah,
Great
but
Barry.
fucking, but it's cool though. It's cool though. You know what I'm saying? So we get these different stories about, what I'm saying, Barry running into himself on these
Oh
different
man.
in different times on different Earths, and that was, what I'm saying, that was the cool part about it. But apparently these Earths are blowing up. they're blowing the fuck up.
Yeah,
Well,
erased.
yeah, without any good explanation, because that part right there, I don't know if that's like
That's
a
probably for
rep.
part two, you know.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't know if that's like something. So, but yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Neek. Give the people a little more of the show real quick.
All right.
While I share this link up.
So, as he put it, basically Barry's just running into the past and kind of causing chaos. So, I think the first thing that he does is he ends up in like a fight scene, right, where Amazo and Superman and all them is fighting and stuff like that. That's the first place
Yep,
that he
yep.
ends up.
Yeah,
And
Mazo was fire.
I think so. I got the notes right here. Yep. That is exactly what happened. So he sees all the fighting and stuff, and Amazo's like overpowering these dudes, honestly, like, and then draining their power. So with that going on, he's kind of in shock, and like Mo said earlier, when Barry don't know what to do, what does he do? He runs. One boy starts running again, and he ends up in a different universe. And like I think like in 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes in, we meet the worldwide government or something like that. That weird group of Justice League people. They're
Oh,
like
the Crime
the
Syndicate.
evil Justice League.
The Crime Syndicate.
Yeah, with all their weird names like Superwoman
I got it right here. Owl
Wonder.
Man, Superwoman,
I'm
Power
all man.
Ring,
I'm all man.
Ultraman,
Oh
and Johnny Quick.
yeah. Nah, Johnny Quick was Johnny Quick was
Johnny Quick. Johnny Quick was a funny ass nigga. I thought he was playing when he said that, but it stuck. He didn't correct it. I said, nah, chill.
nah, it was definitely hilarious seeing them. Like instantly, you know what the fuck was going on there. And when I was like, "Oh man, yo, this is what we got as an alternative to Batman."
Nigga look
What
like
what was really funny was that moment when they told him that they're also the government, and he was like, "How are you the bad guys in the government?" And they all just looked at him and started laughing, like, "Nigga, what?"
like nigga. Do you see us?
like, nigga, you think on any universe the government is the good guys? Like, what?
Nah, that was a cool ass spin though. They what you call it? They fucked Barry up. They fucked the Flash up.
Nigga, they was that kind of funny. This nigga, at the point when he goes back, can I wait till the? I'm gonna jump forward a little bit. When he's
Okay.
saving when they're trying to save their little universe, and this nigga like goes and stops the building from falling, and you think he's
Oh
like
yeah.
tipping it straight up, but then he just pushes it over the other
You
way.
talk about Ultraman. Ultraman
yeah,
fucking the
Ultraman's
building is falling.
a
The
menace.
building is falling. He like this. He holds it up. He saved the people.
You think
Hoorah. The
you
nigga.
would think he's saving them and putting it up right.
Nah.
Nah, he pushed that shit
Niggas
straight
died.
over the other way. Nah, y'all niggas
Niggas
still gotta
died.
go. This was in your history. I ain't stopping that.
Yo, that's
You're
what I
not
like
falling on
about
me.
DC. I like DC is not afraid to give you that dark side of like these heroes and shit, or the cartoons and shit like that. Like one DC will give you a cartoon with niggas is straight up cursing. I like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But if they don't give you that, they still giving you the niggas do get body. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like they giving you that, and I like that shit. Like, I like them niggas body. Like they he didn't have to kill him. He did. A matter of fact, if you look at it too, if you look at it again, while the building was falling, they showed mad people falling out the building. I thought that was cool. I said, nah, they didn't even hesitate.
I always tell people like, yeah, Marvel movies got it, but DC movies are so good. Like when they're animated, the animated DC movies are
Yeah,
always good. Like I have not seen a bad one yet. They're way better than the DC live action movies. So
I agree.
same
I
writers
think
need to
they
start doing the live action movies or something. Cause
or they should just maybe focus on where they're good at. I say that all the time. Focus on the animation, DC, and let Marvel handle.
they
You know,
probably don't
they
see it.
got the
They probably just taking the extra money. You know, fuck it, why not?
Nah, yeah, facts. But yeah, all right. So let's get back to that. So besides the Crime Syndicate, though, they had a cool version of the Justice League, which was made up of Vixen. Her name is Vixen, right?
I think
The
that's what it
Tiger
was.
Rod. I think it's
Yeah.
Vixen. I believe Vixen, Green Arrow, Flash, Batman, Superman, um, Green Lantern, and
Hmm.
John Jones, the Martian.
Yes. Yes. That is our
And they
Justice League
try.
squad for this movie.
Wait. Was it Green Lantern? I'm sorry. No, Green Lantern
No,
didn't come with them.
no, they were both there.
But the no But then they see that's that Infinite Earth shit. That's that confusing Earth shit
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah. 'Cause we did see him at some point, but where was it?
yeah, they approached the Green Lantern, the How
He told him
the
to fuck off,
he
basically.
told them no, but they still ended up with the Black Green Lantern.
Yes, on the ship, right?
No, in one of Flash's life when he married Iris, it was in another universe. See, it was on some. See, that shit. But he also joined them because remember, Shorty went to the wedding to recruit them. So that's how he ended up there. So that's how they still ended up with a Green Lantern. You're right. You're right. They still ended up with a Green Lantern. See, when y'all if y'all see this, you see
A
how we
lot is
still like
going on.
we saw it, we analyzed it. We're still like, hold up, which who was what and where was when like
Yeah,
it's pretty much like that.
because around this point we get to the point where he ends up somehow because he does go back to certain timelines. Like it's basically like not even necessary. It's so weird because it's like he's going to these timelines, but it's almost like we're just in a perspective of seeing these timelines. But that's realistically, it is Barry going to these timelines because we see like a rotation of like four, maybe five timelines, right? We see like
Right.
when he's older, we see like some midlife, like when he's about to marry her and stuff. And it almost all boils down to that Barry just didn't leave when niggas asked him to leave, and he picked getting married over this. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
fast,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like, okay, I get it. You wanted to get married and make sure your wife is happy because happy wife, happy life and shit like that. But look at the shithole we in. Look at the shithole that we in. Because they get back to that timeline where Amazo is whooping these niggas' asses, and he basically figures out that Amazo was programmed to protect humans, and he detects that Superman and some of the other heroes are not humans and are considered a threat. That's the part that we get to where like all this shit starts going on. We find out that Lex Luger is involved in why Amazo's acting this way and stuff. Because Amazo's actually made by a professor. You know the professor's name, right? I don't know
Yeah,
the name.
Professor Ivo.
Okay, Professor Ivo
Yeah,
invented Amazo to just be like to kind of like be Vision in a sense. DC Vision, well, DC's
yeah,
universe Vision,
yeah,
this
honestly,
movie that
yeah.
is.
Yep.
And because of Lex Luthor manipulating, well, not even right manipulating. It's like being in a video game and finding an exploit. He found like a glitch in the system or a way to word it, so Amazo feels
Right.
like he's fulfilling his duties.
Well, what he did was he in order to even have Amazo created, he infected Professor Ivo with that. Remember we was talking with the Hutchinson Gilford syndrome, the Hutchinson Gilford progeria syndrome, and that's like that's something real quickly that you just basically when you're born you just age quickly. You know what I'm saying? I looked it up. Average expectancy of like children with is like 15 years. You know what I'm saying? So
Sounds like the
he
opposite of Benjamin Button.
yeah, it's basically you know what I'm saying, like both aging rapidly, but in opposite directions. And so Luther gave Ivo this disease in order to find a cure for the disease, or at least something that can help others. He created a Mazo, you know what I'm saying, who could siphon off energy and give it back. But like once he did that, Luther told Mazo blah blah blah. He's sick, manipulated him, and that's where we get to what Neek was saying from saying he fucking they was fighting him and stuff like that. Go ahead, Neek, you go back.
Oh yeah, so basically he's getting entangled with Lex Luthor and all that stuff. But this is like where I kind of just started looking at it and like just referring to it as like time slipping, like in Loki, because he ends up popping into what I think Ultraman's universe again, like right when the shit is starting to go to shits in that universe.
Yup.
Like when everybody's running away and stuff like that, trying to get out of there.
But that's how
So
he gets his
this is
speed
the
force
exact
back.
moment when Ultraman like does the push thing and trying to fake save the building, and then he like ends up back in the universe where he's supposed to be at or some shit, like where Amazo is going off, or I forget if we just go back to that point of view, but I feel like Flash goes back to that universe.
Somehow, when he went back, he ended up right where Professor Ivo was at, and
Yes.
he went to like rescue him or some shit. Like I
Uh
don't
huh.
get.
To stop Lex Luthor and all that stuff. So I remember that was a part. And then that's when they start doing the whole exposing that Lex Luthor's a bad guy kind of shit, you know. But, but then
Lex
we
is
get to
always a
those
bad guy.
moments. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm talking about Tom Hanks. But then they get like transported to the ship. That chick, who I forget her name also, but she comes down and she just starts scooping people up. Like we gotta go to the ship.
Actually, it was Kara. It was Kara
Yes,
from the future, but they called it Harbinger.
yes. Because she
Yeah,
did, but she
Harbinger.
wasn't in
Harbinger.
like weird form, and then like was on the ship. Well,
Yeah,
that's pretty
I never saw Kara ever get into that form. Now I don't know what comic book or storyline that's from, but that was a little weird. That was
boy, Robin walked up on Batman. Nah, this movie was really funny. When Robin walked up on Batman, he's like, Batman, it's me, Robin. And he's like, who are you? And then he
nigga
like,
said who?
kind of explains to him the situation. And he's like, yeah, you know, I'm an orphan. My parents died. You kind of took me in, taught me the ways. Now I like do fight crime with you. And this nigga's like, that sounds very irresponsible.
Oh yeah, like he was like I never would have done that. Like
Like I
nah,
was like, damn, look at Batman. This is a
because
funny
even when
movie.
Barry said it to him, like, hey, you should probably like try to like adopt him. He like Barry, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
Like, can
nigga,
you please leave, baby, before I punch you in your mouth?
like yo, he like nigga, like not adopting this kid. I'm fucking
Yes.
Batman. How am I adopt him?
So we got the moment of getting everybody rounded up and then seeing that, and then it goes right back to showing these dudes on the evil Justice League's Earth. You know, I'm gonna just keep calling them the evil Justice League.
And,
I just think it's
and we
better
showed
like
them.
that.
They showed them how they got bodied.
Yeah, and this dude Flash comes running in, you know, like always running. And he's running next to Johnny Quick, and they're all trying to escape, and Johnny Quick is getting everything blasted at him. He's getting hit, and then he like gets a shard of glass in his like leg or something like
Oh
that,
nah, it was
in his like rib cage or something like
the
that.
metal ball.
Oh
It was
yeah,
the
yeah.
yes, the metal ball shit. But he
And
kept
it was a
running though. That
wrap.
was crazy. My nigga
Yeah.
took a metal ball and kept running.
And then my man seen the car coming or whatever it was,
It was a wrap.
decided to just look at him like, you know, so it doesn't hit this nigga, I'm gonna let him get out.
Yo, but as soon as he as,
Couldn't finish that sentence, bro. Got smacked.
as soon as that car hit him and it went and it hit the wave, that nigga flashed the speed force kicked in.
You right there.
Like
Perfect
it
time.
wasted no time. Like the nigga was out.
Oh, we just wanted to make sure you saw that Johnny Quick was dead. That's all. We just wanted to make sure you knew. All those niggas died, just so you know how serious this is. You caused this, Barry. Again. Again.
All right, so where we let me see. So for all right, so actually we are progressing with the story. So from there,
Mm-hmm.
They come up with this plan to vibrate the Earth. So remember, again, we said that the Earths are disappearing. They're
Yes.
running from this wave. I don't know where this wave came from, how it
Yeah,
started.
this
They
is
don't even know where it
unexplained
came
to
from.
us. We don't have any
Oh,
clues.
I actually have a theory about that, and I'm gonna say my theory after, and I'm gonna say why I have a theory
Okay.
about that. But so yeah, basically they put all the brains together. You know what I'm saying? Flash, ding, comes up with this brilliant idea. You know what I'm saying? Of vibrating. You know, he shares how he vibrates himself, molecules. They try to apply that to each Earth. Let's apply that to each Earth. Let's vibrate each Earth. So when this wave hits us, you know what I'm saying? We'll just right through it. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
we
Mm-hmm.
can't touch this. You know what I mean? So, uh, so they start building this shit and shit, and then I forget what's the problem. Why does Flash do what he do? Why
Why
does
does
he
he start
slow down
running?
time? No,
Um,
remember he slows down time between him and Iris. He slows down everything. Remember, it's just him and Iris now that lives their life.
I feel
And
like it
but
was
why
something he
does he
had to
do that?
find, right?
Something he
Damn.
had to find. Oh, you know what it was? It was too late. That's what it was. The wave started. It was like the wave started
Oh, it
accelerating.
started early. Yeah, it started
Yeah.
earlier than they expected.
Yep. Yep.
Right.
So when the wave was coming at these niggas, fucking Flash ran to Iris. He said, "Nah, baby, we got our whole lives together." You feel what I'm saying? She like, "Oh, how?" He like, "Let me show you." And the nigga just start vibrating. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga just started Harlem shaking so fast that the whole, that the whole shit like that everywhere else around them slowed down. Like so, if we was
He
outside of him and
tripped.
Iris, we would have been like, we just slowed down. You feel what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
this is the timeline when he saves her from
Yeah,
the
from
falling
the
rock. And
yeah.
we have not mentioned this guy at all the whole time, and we've been doing him an injustice. The old creepy
Oh,
dude.
we did. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
because the
The
old
old
creepy
game.
dude is definitely the reason why he stopped to go get Iris in the first place because
I
he was
have a
running with
theory
the
about
cables.
him
Oh,
too.
I think he's Barry also.
Yes, yeah, he's definitely the Flash. He's definitely the
Yeah, I'm
Flash.
like, duh. Like, as you
I
see
said, who
how as soon
else
as you're like,
would
I
this
got a
nigga
theory, I'm
be?
like, come on, man. Like, come on. How is he everywhere? Like, come on.
And that's what I was saying too. I was like, this nigga slipping through time and dimensions. He's slipping through time and dimensions. I said, come on, man. Like, this
I was
don't
like,
make
this
no
is
sense.
some in between phase Barry who like realized what was going on and was trying to steer Barry in the right direction. That's all that
Right.
was.
He probably stopped somewhere and then, like, because he had some crazy ass
Realized
triangle
everything
power.
was
Remember?
wrong. It was like, I got to go stop one of these berries and tell him how to do where to go. I'm
Right,
so
right, yeah.
tired. I'm dying out here with my last breaths. I gotta stop this shit. 'Cause that dude looked like he was down, bro. He was down bad.
Yeah, I mean, because he didn't look as old as he was when Iris died. So you right, he had to like somewhere in between. One of the
I
stories, he's just
think
like, all right,
so. I This is one of my theories about the timelines. I feel like all these timelines are like one event that would have happened, like that Iris event that we just talked
right.
about, and then because it doesn't happen, it like doesn't exist in a sense, and then like the next timeline is a result of like that not succeeding or whatever it is, and then it happening again.
Mm.
So like, but like not in this. So like it's almost like a branch of like a Marvel universe timeline,
Yeah, I was about to
and they
say
call
it's
it
like
a
it's
branch
basically
where
yeah.
it's almost like that didn't happen, but then it happens later on, and like Barry's trying to stop all this because it's almost like an inevitable thing in a
It's
sense.
like he can't stop it. Like what you call that? What Doctor
And
Strange
that's
call it?
why they have to do the rods and all that, make it vibrate to try to make sure everything can be avoiding that. Because none of these moments are taking place at the same time, and it's a crisis on infinite Earths. Remember, it's happening on all these Earths, and these are different moments in time. Like old
Right,
man Barry is dealing with this shit, while middle aged Barry is dealing with this shit.
right.
So it's
So it's
something
like
based
that.
on
Oh
all these
yeah,
events that Barry does, and the result, like as he gets older, it's another result of what he did in the last timeline. Because like think about it, it's all different progressions in his life. Also, like him meeting Iris was him saving her. He was getting
right.
married to Iris. He's living an old life with Iris. These are different stages in their life
But not necessarily in the same
timeline.
on the same Earth.
Not necessarily. Yeah,
Not
I think
necessarily on
that's
the
why
same
it's
Earth.
referred to as Crisis on Infinite Earths. It's
On
almost
Infinite
like
Earth, yeah.
those branch. Cause think about it, a branch in the timeline, even in Marvel, would result in the same thing. That like just like they did in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, when they go to another Earth, if they have those situations, they designate their Earth a certain number.
Right, yeah, and they did that. They did that in this one. Remember when they started to begin to build the machines that would vibrate the Earths. You know, they when they went, they had Earth 134, I believe 136, and then they had Earth 2 when they went to Aquaman's Earth, which was just mostly water and stuff like that.
So
Like
this is basically
they broke it
more.
up.
This is basically just them doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on the fact that Barry's decisions be fucking shit up.
Yeah, pretty much, pretty much, pretty much, pretty much. Yeah. Cause I mean, it's like no matter what he does or no matter what he does, there's always a detrimental consequence. Like, and it changes everything. Like I said, this whole thing started from him running from out of one whole universe that's no more. Like from
But
2022,
it
the movie
stinks
that
because it's like always the things that Barry does are like very understandable things.
except, well, I can't say except
Like,
for
think he
that because
saved Iris. He got married to his wife. Like one movie,
I was gonna say except
Flashpoint,
saving his
he
mother, but
tries
I'm
to
like, no,
save
I
his
would I would
mother.
do
But
that
like
too.
you get, yeah, exactly. You get why he's
Yeah, I would do
doing
that
these
too.
things. It's not like bonehead fucking Barry. Like, what are you
Yeah.
doing? Like, yeah, sure. Suit
Nah,
Batman
you're
looks at
right.
him
You're
like
right.
that. Batman's like, nigga, again? You tried that shit again? Sure, I don't
no,
remember what you did last time because you erased it, but I have a feeling it's not the first time you've done this, Barry.
yo, Batman keep coming back different. I mean, just to go off to the movie real quick, the Flash movie. That nigga came back different 3 times. That nigga was like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this
Yeah,
is crazy.
Because Barry's a fucking nincompoop.
Yeah, I was like, this is ridiculous. But yeah, okay. So what we talking about? Where we at? Where we at?
Well, I think this is where it gets really interesting and really not easy to follow because you start jumping through the timelines that are left because they're like all expiring and shit. But they're all trying to set up their like tower, and Amazo's help because we kind of skipped over the part where Amazo like beats the fuck up out of Lex Luthor, but you know, obviously
Oh
something
yeah, I
happens.
mean, well, so y'all want to see certain things. Y'all got to go see that. But yeah, Mazo
So
basically fucks up Lex Luthor, then he dies but doesn't die. Boom. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
because they find out that Lex Luthor is actually the one who got Doctor Ivo sick because you know the Flash went and got him out of the cell he was in, so he can go tell Amazo this stuff. And when he finds out that he's been fighting the Justice League and they're not even the bad guys, but that it's Lex Luthor who's actually the guy behind Doctor Ivo's sickness, it's now time for you to get your ass whooped, Lex Luthor.
That nigga chopped him down. Yeah, he,
I hope
he
you have
chopped him
good
down.
padding on so you don't feel it as bad. But
That
yeah,
was
he
a
got chopped down.
cool little 5 second scene. I hope y'all go check that out. That nigga, he chopped him down real quick.
Yeah.
I thought he was
So
gonna
like
kill him.
and now that we're doing all this, like everybody in all these different Earths are trying to like build their rods and stuff. Now you start seeing like a plethora of heroes. Like you thought the ship had mad heroes. You start seeing everybody. They're like they asked one dude if he was like Green Arrow or some shit like that, or Green Lantern. He was like, no, I'm Green Scepter. Like what the fuck? They just started
Oh
grabbing.
yeah, it was cool because they was sort of making heroes there. Remember they brung Shorty and gave her the power. They gave her the villain power, Doctor Light power.
Well, one thing was there, but they gave her. Remember, they had the machine that like makes clothes and shit, and then that weird creepy nigga who like just was a weird creepy nigga the whole time went through the machine,
Yeah, he went through the
and
machine,
then
but
he came
then
out an even weirder creepy nigga.
I forgot his name. He came out.
I don't know his name. They never said his name.
I
He was
know
just
him.
always a weird creepy nigga in the back left corner or some shit
Nah,
like
nah,
that.
nah. I know those two from they're part of Dark Side Stories. That girl is supposed to be Barda. From saying from how they drew her, how she looked, she's supposed to be Barda. And that nigga, that guy, the yellow and red, he's supposed to be the dude who escaped from Granny Goodness. I forget. I forget
I
the
don't follow
you know.
DC like that, so I don't know none of this.
Well, I'm going for those who do, you know what I'm
I'm
saying. They know
just
what I'm
going
talking
off of
about. You know
what
what I'm
I
saying,
do with
like,
my pupils.
yeah, but I mean, yeah, nah, I forget who what's his name, but anyway, but yeah, they all there, all the superheroes, whatnot, and that's what I skipped over when I said that they put their brains together and they came up with that plan for the Earth to vibrate. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, it's just a bigger Flashpoint movie.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, more
Good
intensive,
movie.
more. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. So that's just to bring it up to speed. What you call it? They get the shit to vibrate. They get the earth, the remaining earths to vibrate. Flash runs. You know what I'm saying? He sets it off, gives it power with the help of a Mazo. The earths they
Rest in
survive. The
peace,
remaining
Ivory and
earths survive.
Amazo.
Word, because he died after that. Um,
Ivory and
had
Amazo. Rest in peace to both of
had
them.
gone.
What happened to
What you
Ivory?
call
Did
that?
like old age just kick in at that moment? Was that what happened?
Nah, remember remember he was trying to prove to him that like yo like what you doing is wrong, and Mazo was like nah like I'm taking the metahuman powers for y'all. So Ivo was like yo fuck it give it
No,
to me.
Ivory. Ivory. The wife.
Ivo.
No, the wife.
Oh,
What am I saying her
Ivory.
name wrong? Iris.
Iris.
Iris. Yes, there we
Oh,
go.
oh, oh.
Iris.
Ah, he was
Did
calling her
Iris
Ivory from
die?
Get High. Nigga was calling her Ivory from Get High.
No, all right. So Iris. Iris. How did Iris like? Did Iris just die from old
um.
age?
Oh yeah,
I
she
knew
just
how
died
that.
from old age. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
right at the
yeah.
wrong time, bro. Like,
Yeah. She was like helping him with the machine, and then as
yeah,
soon as it
she
was
was like putting too
complete,
much stress on her body, doing all that
yeah,
work.
she died. Yeah, that's exactly
I
what it
mean,
was. She put the stress.
this is like Flashpoint mixed with Steve Rogers going back in time to have his life. And I bet you that's exactly what it is. Is that this is probably like some he didn't even get married to her type shit, and he went back in time and did all this shit. And like, look at what we got. Look at what we
The crazy
got.
thing is, it's not even done though. They
I
not
know,
done
and we
with
gotta
it.
go back again and do some more
This is
shit.
part. This was part. So this was part one. But
Cause something still
notice that
happens at the end. So
I'm about to say we about to get there. The shit don't stop because after he fucking
thinks he
uh
did it.
yeah after they vibrate the earth. Now here's my theory. Now here's where my theory. Remember I told you I got a theory about where the wave come from. So now what we didn't mention was when they get these superheroes together, this guy comes out. He's like big and purple. I forget. I can't remember his name right now.
Oh, that
You remember
guy.
his name?
The no, I don't remember nobody's name.
Yeah, I can't remember his name right now. Y'all gotta apologize.
Sorry,
I
guys.
should,
It's been 7 days
yeah.
since I watched the movie. I don't remember nobody's name.
I just didn't write the name. I should have wrote it down. But anyway, you go check it out. Y'all go see. I know what I'm talking about when I say the
Batman or
scene.
Owlman? I don't know your name.
He's stupid. He comes out. He introduces himself, right? And he's basically saying like, "Yo, I brought y'all all here for you know what I'm saying?" So at the end, when all the whole shit is done, it's just him and this guy called the Spectre. He's in all green. He's floating and shit. They're having a private conversation. Now it's my I theorize that the nigga in the purple, you know who I can't remember his name. I theorize that he sent the wave, you know what I'm saying, to for, as an experiment because it seemed from the conversation that him and the guy in the green hat, him and Spectre had, it seems like they were like trying to test
Yeah.
his faith or his hope, you know what I'm saying, in humanity, or you know what I'm saying, or in someone else or something like that. Because you know, again, you got to go check it out yourself. But he said something as the longer lines like, you know, you hope. And he said, yeah, I guess I did. He said, well, you know, in order to hope, you got to have faith. And then, you
Yes, I
know,
do remember this
so
part.
and if you look at it, you know, you look at the body language and the eyes, and you know, you'd be like, did he send that motherfucking wave? Like, you know what I'm saying? As a test to hope,
See if
you know
they
what I'm
can
saying?
work together
Faith.
and figure it out. Yeah.
Right.
And that's probably
So
exactly what happened. So we gonna whoop his ass next movie.
cause it don't end. Cause after that, everybody starts to fucking disappear. I don't even know if it's everybody, but Kara's on the fucking phone talking to Brainiac, and then you know Thanos. I don't know how the fucking snap reached that universe, and the shit was
Look,
they
literally,
started to
if you
disintegrate
look at
just
the
like that.
timestamps in that movie and the timestamp in Infinity War, same time.
Same time,
Same
same
time.
time. You can't tell us it's not.
And I mean like the time in their world like 2:50 p.m. and shit like that, like that type of shit. Don't fact check me on that. I definitely made that up. But
But nah, but that's exactly how they start to disappear, like on some type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got the five Infinity, I got the Infinity Stones, the six ones.
you
You
know,
out of here.
Scary Mary is like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, yeah, she was shook. Then they had
Oh, let's
Brainiac on
not
the
skip
line.
that Batman. Batman, rest in peace, my guy. Rest in peace. My boy,
With Batman.
yo, niggas was conceding defeat when they seen these waves coming in. Some of these niggas, bro. Like, some of these niggas was just conceding defeat. I don't know what Batman thought he was doing in his ship. When he started flying toward it, I was like, what is he
I
doing?
think he just gave up, bro. He was done.
Like, you're Batman. There's no way. Like, I was like, come on, man.
But that was the Batman without Robin and anybody. That was the Batman that was
That's the
really alone.
Batman from this universe. What the fuck we talking about, dog? Like,
We need the Batman from the other. He was dead already though.
a Bat-
Apparently. I don't know. They must have been two different ages though, because how did that Batman die? They ain't. I mean, they not elaborating on that. Of course they wouldn't.
it sounds like they just did not take their Batman from their universe. It was like we snatched up Robin and left him, and left Batman wondering where his boy was at.
Nigga woke up like Robin. Nah. I think he died though, bro. Cause remember the Huntress was his daughter, and Robin was like, "Yo, I got somebody for you to
Oh
meet."
yeah.
Huntress
You did say
came,
her
and she
Batman.
like, "Yo, Batman and Catwoman,
Like you look
baby."
just like you look just like him.
Yeah, so,
And then you had the two
yeah,
Superman in their moment. That Superman a
yeah. It
lot of
was young and
Superman.
old. I think they was just one was young and one was old.
Yeah, that was pretty much the case because I think his Lois Lane died from old age and he just outlived her.
Yeah, yep. So
That was interesting, seeing all these different heroes together.
yeah,
I think that was like the
yeah. I
only
mean,
clones that were like the only pairs that actually interacted with each other. They were like
they
relatively
kept. Oh
young.
yeah, because actually we saw the relationship. Remember his Lois Lane was dead, so he was messing with Diana. We saw that's when they brought him in Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, she was like, "Hey, what's up?" And then she started kissing the other Superman. Like
Yeah, he was like, oh shit.
that was supposed to be
Yeah.
his thing, and then he was like, "Wait, what you doing with this other Superman? Who's this Superman? This old wrinkly Superman. What the fuck is this shit?
Fuck.
you try and get my death check when I die, bro? You trying to run it up? You die any second. What you trying to do?
But you could tell that nigga was like more like I feel like if in a fight he would have fucked that young Superman up. OD. I feel like he would have fucked him
No,
up.
he just was too cold, man. Like he seemed like he didn't have the light anymore.
That's what I mean. I feel like
His
he was
Lois
just
Lane died, and he just did not like his like caring about shit just went away.
like you know how Superman always holds back. Like he used like
Yeah, that
2% of
nigga
his
don't
power.
hold back.
That nigga don't give a hold back.
He want
Nigga.
that shit done fast. He's like, out my face,
That
nigga.
nigga Ultraman, but still named Superman. That's what he.
He ain't playing, bro. He straight fold your shit, bro. Like he's like, honestly, no. I'm just gonna rip you in half. Honestly, I'm not even gonna waste time. Because I
But
know
yeah,
you,
everybody,
and you gotta go.
every, yeah, everybody starts to disappear. At the end, and then they leave it on a cliffhanger, but it's a weird cliffhanger. Like to me, it's a weird cliffhanger because it's like they just dropped the movie. Like you know what I'm saying? Like Flash, like they show a scene with the old guy who Neek and I suspect to be Flash himself, the old
Yep.
mystery guy. They show a scene between him and old Flash. He sends him running off again. So now we have Barry just running off again,
Old
facing
man.
himself, and But then they switch to Kara back on the ship. Everybody's there. We all celebrating, happy. The little son, the bitch just started disappearing. You know what I'm saying? Not Kara, but the other girl who's there. Then she on the phone with Brainiac, like, hey, what's happening? Brainiac is like, yo, I can't remember anything. Everything that I knew, not doesn't exist no more. But the one thing I can't remember is that I love you. I'm out of here. He just disappeared. You know what I'm saying? Nigga can't remember nothing else, but he remembered he loved her though.
That's good. That's good, right?
And then you feel what I'm saying? He just disappeared, and that's how they ended. It's done. Credits.
So do we
I ain't even
think that
stick around to see.
do we think that
No,
old
go ahead.
man
Go ahead.
Barry do we think that old man Barry is like just going back trying to prevent any of this from happening in the first place? Or is he gonna go back maybe like tell other Barry to go try to prevent this shit?
At this point, I don't even fucking know. I mean, if I sit here and think about it, I would have to say that's the direction I can see the part two going in. Like, okay, all this happened. Um, maybe he learns to control the time skipping on some low key shit. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you know what I'm saying? He learns to control all that, jumping through dimensions, so he can go to the right place, and somehow actually stops it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, because we don't even know what's his real involvement, what's his real responsibility in this. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, he said you gotta roll in while all this happened. I don't know if it's the shit from 2022 from that movie or if it's something
It's
from
all
here.
it's just
Like,
all the shit he be changing it. Or
yeah,
all the shit he be
it's.
doing that he's not supposed to be doing.
I mean, it's like I want to know what, like, cause
I'm
did he
telling you,
step on a?
Barry's the type of nigga to live his life, make a mistake, and like if it eats at him, he's eventually gonna be like, oh, it's little, I can go back and change that shit.
And then this is detrimental to everybody else. I got blonde hair and you
He's that
fucking
type
white.
of nigga. Think about it. He did. The whole Flashpoint movie is literally that. That he regretted the moment, went back in time, and he was like, it wouldn't hurt if I changed this.
Right.
And what did it do? It
But
made a big boo boo.
this one started off with urgency. Not really. I want to go back in time, but I just want to stop Dark Side from, you know what I'm saying, bodying every. So when because it literally was, well, everything was gonna be destroyed. When he did that, it was like he ran back, but what the like? That's what I'm trying to see. Like I know you say you ain't see it, but like in my head, I'm like, that the same wave that was coming from motherfucking like for them in that universe. Like, where's it coming from? So it's
Oh,
like
so there
that.
was a wave coming in that universe too?
Yeah, but it didn't look like that. It didn't look like the blue way. It looked like just white shining light at the end. But it was destroying everything. And then like what you call it at the end, somebody I forgot who said Barry run. Somebody always tell this nigga to run. I don't know who said it, but he was like, "Yo, Barry, you gotta run." And then even then he was hurt. He was like, then he started running. Electricity came, boom, took off, and that was it. You know what I mean? Like they was like we knew like if you read like the director's cuts and or whatever they were, we knew like they was gonna change the universe and stuff like that. So they started off not the next 2023 with the Lois Lane. I mean with the Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman. You seen that one being in whole different timelines. You like Batman was a caveman, Superman was like a news reporter, but he couldn't. He was like a confused one, and Wonder Woman was like a cowgirl. They started off with those three.
Why do I feel like I've seen this?
That right there, that movie right there is the first one to this, basically, but it's connected to again when Flash ran from Darkseid, he changed everything. Them niggas woke up in like back in time. That's why I'm trying to figure out where they going with it, because it's like they started off with that movie, and now this movie,
It's basically Barry gotta die so shit can stop happening like that.
yo, this shit crazy, bro. This
At this
shit wild.
point, like, damn, like, it sounds like as long as he's alive, shit like this is gonna happen.
It's like as long as he keeps running, no
As
matter what.
long as
Because
there's
remember,
somebody who, as long as he's available to be like, Barry, you gotta run. Then, like,
because remember we just shared that there was a part in this Crisis on Infinite Earth where the weird old guy, aka might be Barry, had a moment with the old Barry at the end of the movie. Remember he told him to run, and he said it's all in the beginning. So he started to run. Remember he stopped right in front of that caveman, those two cavemen. The one on the right, that's Batman. That's Batman from the movie before this. Like so,
okay.
it's like and then if you see that movie, that same scene happens. They just show it from the other side. They show Batman and him looking at an old Flash like Blair, just fuzzing, and then they continue with that movie. So they connected everything like on some ninja shit. So I'm just trying to like see what they doing. Where
Shit.
they going, bro? Like I don't know where they going with this shit, bro. Like this shit is weird. But I know one thing I
Fucking
don't want to
crazy.
see. I don't want to see fucking Darkseid come back. I want them to get a new bad guy. I need DC to get like
I
another
don't
big
think
bag
anybody, yeah,
because
but you wanna know what it is? There's not enough, like, that powerful people that they can introduce because Superman just beats up, like, everybody else who's not Darkseid.
that is true. Yeah,
Darkseid and
that is
Doomsday,
true.
like, Superman just beats everybody up.
Yeah,
What you gonna do?
yeah,
Bring him
you're right.
a Batman bad guy?
I mean, the person who could fight him is but he's gonna lose though. Is Mongol? Mongol could fight him. Um, what you call it? That's that dude with the be on a bike. He looked like Freakazoid and shit like that.
Like
He got like the
Lobo,
spiky hair and shit like that.
the
I don't know.
Lobo.
He got yeah. Oh, Lobo. Yeah, Lobo. Who's Mongo then? No, Mongo's another one. No, that's Lobo. Yeah, right. I was describing Lobo, but Mongo is the yellow and purple nigga. He looked like a fake Dark Side. Like he probably like just like Dark Side, but not as powerful. I mean like in
All right,
strips
so
and shit.
there's like three, four
But
niggas in the universe who
yeah, I'm about to
be
say,
bars.
but yeah, that could fight him, but that's about it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that other guy who could zap his power, he be fucking him up.
You be
He be
like,
fucking Superman.
Joker?
He be fucking. Everybody else is dying. Yeah. Nah,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
you
who
right
else is
about
the cool
that.
bad guy in DC? Like Superman
I
comes
mean,
around,
that's
it's
why
like,
they, they
why?
they they had him fight himself in Reign of Superman. They said, "Fuck it, you gotta fight yourself now,
Like, does
nigga,
Wonder
because we
Woman
ain't got
have any
nobody
cool
for
bad
you."
guys that'll run them to hands? Like, like probably
Mm,
not.
Ares.
God of War
That's
type
about it.
dude.
Yeah, that's it. That's the shit.
I'm
He's
gonna squeeze
legitly
this
this,
in.
but
I'm gonna squeeze this in real quick. That Percy Jackson shit was alright. It was just alright.
it was cool. We gonna definitely do that. We gonna definitely do that. But it was cool. It was cool. It was cool.
Just alright.
It was cool. But yeah, y'all, that's Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earth. We, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta go
If it
check it
sounded
out.
confusing with us explaining it, trust me, it's
It's gonna
kind
be
of just
confusing with
that
you looking at it.
confusing. It's kind of just that confusing. Like
Nah,
we
yeah.
could have tried to clean this up, yeah, definitely. But I think you should
But
feel how confusing it was.
yeah, I'm about to say they didn't try to clean the movie up at all.
So you just talk about it all over because everything was kind of happening all over the place.
That's how it kind of happens. Yeah, you
And it
kind of they
wasn't done
present it that
poorly.
way.
Wasn't done poorly. It was good. So yeah, we get into our ratings now, right?
Oh yeah, right. Okay, yeah, we like to do ratings. Any number, including a point from saying between 0 and 10. And we haven't been too far. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna see when we upload these episodes. We haven't been too bad on the ratings. We've been fair, giving honest too. Uh, very honest ones. Very honest ones. What you? Let me see. What am I? Gotta think real quick. Let me think my 5 seconds. Uh, I think I got mine.
I think I got mine, but you can go ahead.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to say for all its confusion and everything, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and I am interested. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 8.3. I'm gonna give it 8.3. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I think the story itself is very interesting. If you do happen to watch it more once, you get it a little bit more and more. Not really how he's jumping, but you just start to get what's happening more and more. And I know the backstory from where it's coming from a little bit, so it's more so like I'm like continuation. I could be biased, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if Nick is gonna give it a high, I don't know if Nick lower than that, you know what I'm saying? I could be biased, you know what I'm saying? But it's just coming from that and I'm interested in it, so it's like it's told to me and I want to see where it's gonna go. The ending, I didn't like the cliffhanger in this one, but it was a cliffhanger enough to say, okay, what's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? So that's my honest rating. 8.3. 8.3.
Let me start with this. Is there a lot of these movies? Like, if I tried to catch up this weekend, would it be like impossible?
Um wow, would it be impossible to catch up this weekend? Yes.
It's like
Like if you had
seven
nothing
movies or some shit.
like if you mean what I'm talking about like before 2022 like that universe?
Like,
Cuz
whatever
if you
actually
all right,
matters to us.
all right, I'm about to say I was going to say all right, you don't got to watch everything. Now, if you watch like the last like I say you got to watch Dark Side, you got to watch Justice League Dark, the first one, the Apocalypse one. You gotta watch the two Apocalypse movies. That's what you gotta watch, and then you'll pretty much know you'll get a gist of this. So not too much. I'll say like two, maybe three. And you get it.
I'm giving it a seven. I enjoyed it. It was a good movie. Even with the confusion, like you said, uh, it had my interest the whole time. But I think it's maybe just because I don't know the whole story for it to be like, oh, look at where this came from and stuff like that. But movie would I watch again? I'd watch it again just to because I've seen it. I can better soak it in the second time because I'm not like trying to focus on anything. I can like just follow what I already seen. So I think me trying to soak it in the second time, I'd understand it a lot better. But that'll probably be like the last time I ever watch it.
That's honest. No, that's honest. Shit, I probably will watch it a few more times. Like I said, I already watched it like 2.5 times.
Yeah, because this is like
And
a good movie to watch and like kind of try to guess what's gonna happen.
right, and if you already know what's gonna happen, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just another movie
And
you
guess
watch.
where they could go with this movie. Maybe if I take some time to watch these movies, I come back, I revisit this, and I'll be like, yo, 7.5 or something like that.
Right. You know what? I'm gonna send you a list, and you know what I'm saying, the important ones. I think if you wanted to watch it, like, hey, yeah, you can watch these. You know what I mean? But yeah, I feel you on that aspect because after I know what part two is gonna give me, I don't know if that my same senses of I would watch this a few times would stand. Like, you know what I'm saying? I probably wouldn't. I probably would watch part two more than I would, or watch them consecutively more than I would just standalone. Watch this as a standalone.
but
But yeah, that's pretty much all we got though for the Justice League. Though.
I mean, I
You know
will
what I'm
be
saying?
looking out for the second movie when it comes out because I gotta know how it ends.
Definitely, definitely. But
Strengthen the
yeah,
timeline.
y'all, shit. That's DC, man. That's
That's
DC.
DC.
That's
I'm
our
about to go
time.
watch
Y'all go
all
check
these
out Justice
movies.
League. Yeah, I'm about to go. Probably gonna turn one in the morning too, man. Something to eat, weed and shit
Hey,
like that.
I'm gonna watch all of them.
All right, man. You gonna do that? You gonna be up to
Hey,
Wednesday?
nah, nigga. Every time I get to like the third movie, I'm just gonna turn the hands of time back and just start watching the other movies.
All right,
I'm
nigga.
the
You gonna be
DC
on some Barry?
superhero. I'm just the coolest
I'm about
one.
to say you're gonna be on some Barry Allen shit, nigga. Don't make me white.
Hey, nigga, you see how I'm doing this? Look down at the clock. It's 5:30.
Yeah. I already looked at the time too. I looked at all the shit. So I'm out of here before this nigga rewind time and shit. Yo,
I just set it
appreciate
back
y'all
to
hanging
regular
with us,
time.
man.
There you go.
Nick, take him out, man. Take him out with that funky beat. I got you with the
Bam,
remix.
bam, 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 down, down,
We
down,
out, we
down.
out, no doubt, no doubt. You can't mess with me. You going down south? Hey, pull 'em out, no drought. Always on the time. We gonna hit you with this round one more time next week. Next week, me got the words. Nick got the beat. We out. Yo, I'm getting the fuck out of here. We actually got to get a real fucking theme. So intro and outro, y'all. One day, one day.
Until then.